Sugar. A simple word, yet it belies a complex reality. We know it as a sweet, crystalline substance often associated with pleasure and indulgence. But what exactly is sugar, and where does it lurk in our modern diet? In essence, sugar is a type of carbohydrate that provides our bodies with energy. It occurs naturally in fruits, vegetables, and dairy products. However, the sugar we often consume in excess is refined sugar, stripped of its natural nutrients and fiber. Refined sugar finds its way into countless processed foods, from sodas and candies to breakfast cereals and condiments. It hides under various aliases such as sucrose, fructose, and high-fructose corn syrup, making it challenging to track its pervasive presence. The ubiquity of sugar in our food system is alarming. It's a testament to our insatiable craving for sweetness, a craving often exploited by food manufacturers for profit. Imagine biting into a sugary donut. The initial taste is pure bliss, a burst of sweetness that floods your mouth. But what happens inside your body after you swallow that sugary treat? Upon ingestion, sugar is rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a spike in blood glucose levels. This triggers the pancreas to release insulin, a hormone that helps shuttle glucose into cells for energy or storage. The sudden surge of glucose and insulin can lead to a temporary energy boost, often followed by a crash as blood sugar levels plummet. This roller coaster ride of energy highs and lows can leave you feeling fatigued, irritable, and craving more sugar. Furthermore, frequent sugar consumption can desensitize your body's insulin receptors, leading to insulin resistance. This condition, a precursor to type 2 diabetes, impairs your body's ability to regulate blood sugar effectively. The consequences of excessive sugar consumption extend far beyond fleeting energy crashes. Over time, the cumulative effects of a sugar-laden diet can wreak havoc on your health, increasing your risk of chronic diseases. One of the most well-known consequences is weight gain. When you consume more sugar than your body can burn, the excess is converted into fat and stored, primarily in the abdominal area. This visceral fat is particularly dangerous, as it releases inflammatory compounds that contribute to heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Speaking of diabetes, the link between sugar and this chronic condition is undeniable. Excess sugar consumption overwhelms the pancreas, leading to insulin resistance and eventually, full-blown type 2 diabetes. This metabolic disorder disrupts your body's ability to regulate blood sugar, resulting in a cascade of health complications. Moreover, sugar's inflammatory nature extends to other organs including the liver. Fructose, a type of sugar commonly found in processed foods and beverages, is primarily metabolized by the liver. Excessive fructose intake can overwhelm the liver, leading to fatty liver disease, a condition that can progress to cirrhosis and liver failure. The statistics surrounding sugar consumption are staggering. The average American consumes over 77 pounds of added sugar per year, far exceeding the recommended daily intake. This translates to roughly 22 teaspoons of added sugar per day, a shocking figure that highlights the pervasiveness of sugar in our food supply. Globally, sugar consumption has tripled in the past 50 years, fueled by the rise of processed foods and sugary beverages. This trend is particularly alarming in developing countries where access to westernized diets is increasing at an alarming rate. The consequences of this global sugar overload are evident in the rising rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases. These conditions, once considered diseases of affluence, are now affecting populations worldwide, placing a significant burden on healthcare systems. Section 5. The illusion of choice. Hidden sugars in our diet. Navigating the grocery store aisles can feel like a minefield when it comes to sugar. It's not just the obvious culprits like candy and soda that we need to be wary of. Sugar lurks in unexpected places, often disguised under misleading names. Take a look at the ingredient list of your favorite yogurt or granola bar. Chances are you'll find sugar listed under various aliases, such as cane sugar, agave nectar, or brown rice syrup. These are all forms of added sugar that contribute to your daily intake. Even seemingly healthy options like salad dressings, pasta sauces, and bread can be surprisingly high in added sugar. Food manufacturers often add sugar to enhance flavor and palatability, making it challenging for consumers to make informed choices. This pervasive presence of hidden sugar makes it crucial to become a savvy label reader. Familiarize yourself with the different names for sugar and pay close attention to the amount of added sugar per serving. Section 6. Breaking free. Practical tips for reducing sugar intake. Reducing your sugar intake doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing proposition. By making gradual changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can break free from the grip of sugar and reclaim your health. Start by cutting back on sugary beverages like soda, fruit juices, and sweetened coffee drinks. These liquid calories are a major source of added sugar and provide little nutritional value. Opt for water, unsweetened tea, or sparkling water with a splash of lemon or lime instead. Next, tackle your processed food intake. This includes packaged snacks, baked goods, and convenience meals, all of which tend to be laden with added sugar. Focus on cooking more meals at home using whole, unprocessed ingredients, giving you greater control over the amount of sugar in your diet. When grocery shopping, make a conscious effort to read food labels and choose products with little to no added sugar. Look for naturally sweet alternatives like fruits and dates to satisfy your sweet tooth without the added sugar rush. Section 7. Beyond sweetness. Exploring sugar alternatives. For those seeking to further reduce their sugar intake, a variety of sugar alternatives are available. These natural and artificial sweeteners offer varying degrees of sweetness without the same metabolic effects as sugar. Stevia, a natural sweetener derived from the stevia plant, provides a calorie-free alternative to sugar. It has a slightly bitter aftertaste that some find off-putting, but it's generally well tolerated. Erythritol, another natural sugar alcohol, is about 60% as sweet as sugar, but contains virtually no calories. It's often used in sugar-free foods and beverages, and has a minimal impact on blood sugar levels. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin offer intense sweetness with few to no calories. However, their long-term health effects are still debated, and some individuals experience side effects like headaches and digestive issues. It's important to note that, while sugar alternatives can be helpful in reducing overall sugar intake, they shouldn't be considered a free pass to consume unlimited amounts of sweet treats. Section 8. The power of habit. Changing your relationship with sugar. Breaking free from sugar's grip is not just about dietary changes, it's about shifting your relationship with sweetness. Our palates are adaptable, and with time you can retrain your taste buds to appreciate less sweetness. Start by gradually reducing the amount of sugar you add to your coffee or tea. Over time you'll find that you need less and less to satisfy your cravings. Experiment with different flavors and spices to enhance the natural sweetness of foods. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom add warmth and depth of flavor to dishes, reducing the need for added sugar. Mindful eating practices can also be helpful in breaking free from mindless sugar consumption. Pay attention to your food, savor each bite, and notice the flavors and textures. This heightened awareness can help you identify and manage your sugar cravings. Section 9. Reclaiming our health, a call to action. The overconsumption of sugar is a global health crisis, fueling the rise of chronic diseases and jeopardizing our well-being. It's time to reclaim our health by challenging the pervasive presence of sugar in our food environment. As individuals, we can make informed choices by reading food labels, cooking more meals at home, and opting for naturally sweet alternatives. By reducing our sugar intake, we take a proactive step towards improving our metabolic health and lowering our risk of chronic diseases. Beyond individual action, we need systemic change to address the root causes of excessive sugar consumption. Food policies that promote healthier food environments, such as sugar taxes and restrictions on marketing unhealthy foods to children, are crucial in turning the tide against this global epidemic. Reclaiming our health requires a collective effort. By raising awareness, demanding change, and making conscious choices, we can create a future where sugar no longer holds a vice-like grip on our well-being.